Championship gold on the line right here on KOFY TV 20 Big Time Wrestling. Welcome back, folks. We've got the challenger, the Machine, Tony Vargas, one half of Chaos Inc., the BTW Heavyweight Tag Team Champions against Victor Sterling. There's Alex Goldstein with that beautiful championship belt. I'm Hank Renner Jr. along with Dragon Dave. And Dave, you're chomping at the bit. Go for it.
I got to tell you something. Tony Vargas is looking to get all the gold here in BTW. He's got the tag team titles. He's looking for the U.S. titles. Who knows? He might go after Shane Cody and the heavyweight title.
He might be a trifecta. I'm telling you, Tony Vargas can do it. If anybody can, he can, but he's got his hands full right here with the current champion, the fighting champion, and right into a German suplex in the opening. I haven't even introduced the combatants, and Victor Sterling gets nailed with a German suplex. My God. Wow, he's stunned, but he's not out. Victor Sterling is one of the best conditioned athletes in the world today. And folks, Big Time Wrestling brings you championship wrestling. And look at this, a German suplex, a trade. Turnabout is fair play to the Machine, Tony Vargas. Now, I don't know about you, Dragon Dave. You give me a German suplex, I'm going to stay down for about 2 days.
Well, yeah, and that is true. You know, that is true. But I got to tell you something. Both of these men look like they just
want it.
Is itching to keep his title, and Tony Vargas looks like he wants to increase his titles in his mantle.
This is a war of blood. Now, these men don't hate each other, folks. Don't get us wrong. They respect each other, but they are great athletes and competitors. Look at that beautiful drop down. Oh, he goes for a leapfrog, and now he's in big trouble because he got an overhead belly-to-belly suplex. The Machine, Tony Vargas, and Victor Sterling is in big trouble here. What an impact move by Tony Vargas.
Well, I got to tell you something. Tony Vargas looks like he's not in the mood to play.
Oh, and look at that. A mouthful of blood spat out by Victor Sterling. Wow.
You what Tony said? I'm sick of being Mr. Nice Guy.
I'm telling you, Tony Vargas has a vicious streak, and he is really putting the hurt on Victor Sterling.
Because nice guys finish last.
Well, not always, Dragon Dave. Don't tell that to our children tuning in here on KOFY TV 20. Oh, and Victor Sterling catches him. Tony Vargas pulls him aside. Oh, this is never good. Oh, look at that back and neck breaker all in one. That's a twofer. He got a discount there on that move. And now Tony Vargas has Victor Sterling tied up in the ropes. That's a compromising position, Dragon Dave. You could do a lot of damage with those steel cables.
Now, I got to say something. Victor Sterling so far has impressed me because not only is he facing one of the top wrestlers in BTW, but he has faced almost all of the top wrestlers in BTW throughout the months.
My God, look at that. He's nearly taken poor Victor Sterling's head off. The champion is in big trouble, and there's the cover one, but that's an arrogant cover. You know, I think that Tony Vargas just did that to demoralize Victor Sterling because he's waging a psychological war as well as a physical one.
Well, he's letting Victor Sterling know that not to underestimate Tony Vargas.
Oh, no, absolutely. And, you know, we've seen Tony Vargas win match after match after match when an even bigger opponent would underestimate him. Now, look at Tony Vargas asking for a submission. You're not going to get a submission from Victor Sterling. He's never going to quit. And Sterling turns around, and Vargas impales himself on the knees of Victor Sterling. That's going to the well one too many times, Dave. Oh, but he runs into a clobbering clothesline. My God, this is high impact.
High impact for sure. But I got to ask you something, Hank.
Well, hold on. Look at Victor Sterling here. Tony Vargas asking him, oh, look at the choke and the push-ups. No reason to do that, Vargas. Again, that's part of the psychological war that Tony Vargas wages on you.
But I got to ask you, and I know I've asked you this before, but you've always avoided this question. What happens if Tony Vargas wins the U.S. title? What happens to the tag team title? He's going to have to give it up.
No, he's not. He defends them both.
Wow.
Tony Vargas is a machine. He could do it both. Victor Sterling could do that. If he won one, if he was got in a tag team program and won the titles, he'd have to defend both belts. And there's Victor Sterling coming back, and Vargas cuts him off. Wow, Victor Sterling, an explosive comeback, and Tony Vargas just turned it away.
Wow, look at this. He's got Victor Sterling down, and Victor Sterling, you know, I got to tell you something. When you work on that back, it literally cuts down most of your, your armor.
Yeah, it sure does. It cuts off, folks.
Your weaponry.
A lot of you don't know this, but the ribs are part of the pack, and it will cut down your ability to breathe, transfer oxygen into that blood, and pretty soon the gas tank's on empty, the red light is on, and you're in trouble. And you're looking up at the lights, and look at that beautiful comeback by Victor Sterling, and that is his amateur background. And Victor Sterling now getting the crowd behind him. This man is hurt, and he's coming back.
He didn't capitalize. He didn't pin.
He certainly didn't. He didn't have enough left in there, and there we go. Victor Sterling, beautiful comeback here. Flying high knee, nails his mark. Tony Vargas, his eyes were crossed, Dragon Dave, when he got that. Here's Sterling catching his breath. Notice how he's trying to get the oxygen back to those lungs, put those ribs back in place. Victor Sterling running wild, hard into the turnbuckle. Beautiful tackle into the middle of the turnbuckle, and now he's got him for a big suplex. Looks like a beautiful sideways, perfect plex. Up and over goes Tony Vargas, and that is 240 pounds.
That takes strength.
That sure does.
Definitely takes strength.
Where the heck does Sterling get the strength to do that, folks? From the BTW Training Academy, from the heart of Victor Sterling, heart of a lion here, cover of 2, the U.S. champion back in control. KOFY TV 20, big time wrestling, main event match. Look at this. Now, Victor Sterling just putting it to the machine, Tony Vargas.
Now, I got to tell you something. The referee just allowed those, what happened, allow those punches. Those were close fists.
Those were close fists, but I only counted 3 of them, Dragon Dave. I don't know if you can count that high. Victor Sterling way up high. Oh, he misses that splash. Way too long. You know, that's the problem with a match like this. A lot of the wrestlers aren't thinking straight. They can't see straight because they're deprived of oxygen after all those high-impact maneuvers. And there is Tony Vargas having his way with Victor Sterling. Oh, and there it is. Vargas' big finishing move, and Victor Sterling hit so hard he rolled all the way out of the ring, Dragon Dave.
Well, that might have been a blessing in disguise on the part of Victor Sterling. Get out of the ring. Take a breather. You can't pin the man outside the ring. You got to put him back in the ring and pin him.
Victor Sterling was not trying to roll out of the ring. The impact, oh my God, Tony Vargas now has the bell. Rung the bell on Victor. Oh, now he shoves Alex Goldstein, the referee. You're going to do that? That's going to be a DQ.
Uh-oh. They better not come over here.
Oh, into the steel post. I hope not, Dragon Dave. If they do, now Victor Sterling is shoving Alex Goldstein away. Look at this. These two just will not give up. There's a head into the timekeeper's table. And both wrestlers shove Alex Goldstein.
Uh-oh. This is out of control.
Alex Goldstein calling for the bell. You can't do that.
Out of control.
It is. It's a Pier 6. We might have to get some help from the locker room.
Why don't you get in there, Hank?
Oh, well, I've got my headset on. I don't think I can move that quickly. Now, here we go. We've got Chico Navarro, Chemo, Andre Laveau, Sin. All of them here trying to get out, separate these two. Victor Sterling.
What happened to our match?
Well, it ended in a double disqualification. Folks, these two are never going to quit. They're going at it. We'll probably see them again with the championship committee. Look at this. Oh, Victor Sterling back for more.
Looks like Victor Sterling's ready for more.
Yeah, absolutely. My God, what a match. Both referees are out here. We've got wrestlers from the locker room has emptied. Oh, my God, this is pandemonium has broken loose, and listen to the crowd. BTW right here, KOFY TV 20, big time wrestling, folks.
I have a feeling this is not over. This is not over. This needs to be settled. Look at this.
Tony Vargas back for more. I've never seen anything like this, Dave.
It needs to be settled. It has not been settled. It needs to be settled. Look at this. This is chaos right here.
This is competition when the stakes are this high. Competitors will do absolutely anything, and this is what you get with the U.S. Championship, folks. Technically, the match has ended in a double disqualification, and Alex Goldstein now is explaining to Sin, who was absolutely irate. You've got the 300-pounder now. Folks, this one's out of control. We'll be back with more on KOFY TV 20, Big Time Wrestling.